If you found out that you are a generator in human design and you are wondering, what the heck does this even mean? And how can I use this information in my business to build something that truly lights me up instead of being other people's forced slave labor? Then this video is for you. My name is Amanda, and I run Spiritual Business School, where I teach spiritual entrepreneurs how to leverage their human design, AI, and Skool to build a 3 aligned income stream so they have a 6-figure business that feels as good as it looks. In this video, we're going to cover what even is a generator, your strategy, i.e., how you attract the most aligned people, places, opportunities, how to know whether you're on track or off track, the 3 types of income every generator needs and how to go about building those, what the purpose of marketing is and how to use your strategy in your marketing to make your life a heck of a lot easier, some of the common challenges that you guys encounter when it comes to building this business. And if you are new here, I created a 100K business by design blueprint. I'll link it below this video, but it's essentially exactly where I look in your chart to help you build a 6-figure business that feels as good as it looks. Grab that there and let's dive in. Generators and manifesting generators make up the largest percent of the population. Human design is a blend of human design, mystical Jewish Kabbalah, the Chinese I Ching, the Hindu Brahmin chakra system, quantum physics, and astrology. And it's essentially a map to how your energy works. Up until recently, let me give you an overview. Up until the 1700s, there were only 2 types. There were just generators and manifestors. Manifestors were like the big picture visionaries, leaders, kings, pharaohs, the people in charge, and generators were like the slave labor, building the actual pyramids, and there was an energetic imbalance, okay? And then the projectors came onto the scene. We are neither manifestor nor generator, and we're here to guide the energy that the generators and the manifesting generators create. And I'm a projector. I'm a 4/6 self-projected projector. This is just, it's what I love. And it's important for you to know that every single generator and manifesting generator has a defined sacral center. Your sacral is in charge of work and sex, and this gives you consistent physical energy to get things done. And your sacral is your gut. It speaks in sounds. And If you have to articulate it in words, it's not coming from your sacral center. And the sacral authority is very loud. It's in the moment. And when I'm working with a client, I always tell them, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a no for now. And I'll tell them, I don't want you to answer me in words. I just want you to say or And that's often how we land on the right price, strategy, offer, content, by using that defined sacral center. You have a defined sacral, you have this, your aura is it's big, it's magnetic, magnificent, and it's constantly pulling life, people, and situations to you. You don't even have to go anywhere. The more you're following your sacral authority and you're doing things that light you up, that you enjoy doing, that you're passionate about, the bigger and more magnetic your aura becomes, and the more things that you pull to you. And I say that society was created by and for generators, but it's almost like your parents didn't know your human design. And most of our parents tried to raise us like manifestors, initiating, going out here and creating new things and bringing them into the world. But the biggest thing I see pull generators down is they're constantly initiating, which it's not that you can't initiate anything. It's not like you can't go eat what you want for dinner because nobody, it didn't come right to you. But in terms of big life-changing, life-altering, business-altering decisions, you want to do these in response to what is presented to you. And the more secure and confident and the more faith you have that this is the way that your life is meant to unfold, the more you'll be able to sit back and trust your gut reactions to follow the things that do excite you. And the bigger your aura becomes. That's the core generator energy and aura. Your strategy is to respond, not to initiate. The purpose of marketing is to make your customers feel seen and heard. And let me just tell you a story that's going to bring this home. They were the Prime Minister of England. There was a reporter who went to interview Benjamin Disraeli, and I think the other guy was something Harris, and she was going to have lunch with both of these guys who were both the candidates for prime minister, and she was going to decide who to vote for. After she had had lunch with both of them, people were asking her, what was Disraeli like? And she said, oh my God, he's so fascinating, so interesting, charming. He's the most interesting person I've ever met. And they were like, oh, that's amazing. So who are you going to vote for? And she said, oh no, I'm going to vote for the other guy. And they're like, what? I thought you just said that Disraeli was so fascinating. She said, well, Disraeli made me feel like he was the most interesting person in the room, but the other one made me feel like I was the most interesting person in the room. And when generators get stuck, it's usually a confidence or a burnout thing from trying to initiate a lot of things that aren't aligned, because you're trying to logically make decisions. Oh, I should be talking about this because this will make more money, or this is what I'm qualified to do, or, this is what I see other people being successful at. And it's only going to trip you out and destroy your confidence, because it's going to feel so hard and against your design. And when you're doing what you're truly passionate about, it's often the thing that's staring right in front of your face that is the best thing for you to talk about. And your social media is one big walking magnetic field where you can show up and talk about the things that do light you up. It's not that you can't create any content that you're interested in, but in your content, engaging your audience in the conversation. Hey, I'm learning about this. What do you think? This is, what do you think about this? Do you want to hear, what do you want to learn from me next? Do you like A or B? And giving your audience things to respond to make them feel like they're the most interesting person in the room. Remember, people will always buy what they helped to build. The wrong way for a generator to go about building a business, for anyone to go about building a business, is to go disappear for a year behind the velvet curtain, the fucking Wizard of Oz, and make this whole course that literally nobody asked for, and then pulling the curtain back and being, hey guys, I made this thing, who wants to buy it? Literally nobody wants to buy it. Nobody wants to buy that thing because nobody asked you for it. Think about how much easier your life and business would be if you were only making things that people wanted and were interested in, and who were willing to buy. Think about how much more confident you would be when it comes to your content and your offers and your programs. Because you would be, remember, only build what is asked for, which is in response to what people are asking for. Your strategy is to respond. You will know that you are on the right track when you feel satisfied. Wherever in your business you're currently feeling satisfied, you are following your strategy and authority. Wherever you're feeling frustrated is a sign that you are out of alignment, and frustration is your portal to wealth. The more frustrated you are, the more prosperous you're going to be. Because think about it, we don't change when everything is going great. We don't change when everything is comfortable. We only change when things are difficult. Otherwise, we would never change. We came here to have a physical 3D experience, so we have to experience the lows to get to the highs. And as a generator, I just have to put my hair up. It's so hot out here. We're in Croatia. We just moved to Croatia. And as a generator, I often see you guys get so frustrated because you're building things that literally nobody asked for, and it destroys your confidence. You feel you can't talk about the things that you really want to talk about, and then you give up, you disappear, you're not consistent. And you are here to be consistent. You are here to be consistent. Because you have consistent access to sacral energy. Wherever you're feeling frustrated in your business, ask yourself these questions. First of all, where am I feeling frustrated? What would satisfaction look like here? What do I need to start doing to make things more satisfying? What do I need to keep doing to make things satisfying? And what do I need to stop doing in order to make things how I want them, i.e. satisfying? And that will guide you in the right direction every single time. Remember, your mind is never the authority. We have been conditioned to make decisions using our mind, like pros and cons lists, logic. That's not the authority. It doesn't have all the answers. And we're going to dive into the different authorities in a later video. But if you're a generator, you either have sacral or emotional authority. And your sacral, which we already covered, is that gut reaction, which is an instant, in a moment, or If you have to think about it, it is a no for now. It will serve you very, very well. And also only building what is asked for. Remember, the purpose of marketing is to make them feel the most interesting person in the room. Only build what is asked for. And now let's talk about the 3 types of income that every generator needs. The first one is active income. We always start with active income. Active income is your one-on-one coaching or done for you services. This is always where we start. You are never going to start by building a course. This is what I mean by only build what is asked for. Active income, this is where you are actively trading time for money. It requires more of your time to make more money. And the best thing about active income is people are willing to pay a premium for your time because they believe that they are that much more likely to get the result. And you don't need the perfect coaching offer in order to start making active income. This is another thing I see trip generators up over and over and over again, is they either want to hop straight into passive income because they think it's sexy and they just want to make money while they sleep. Stop trying to stop working. When you're passionate about what you do, you're not really working. You're so excited to do it and talk about it, it doesn't feel such a dread. We start with active income. Passive income is your courses, digital products, downloads, workbooks. This is where you have brought people through your one-on-one, your premium coaching, your offerings, and you're noticing that the same themes and patterns and questions are beginning to come up over and over and over again. You're like, well, I think I should just make a video on this so I don't have to have this conversation anymore. So then you duplicate yourself in the form of a video. And now when someone comes to you with that same question, you're like, hey, actually, I made an entire video breaking this down and answering this exact question. You can go watch it here. And then if you have any more questions, you can come back to me. And that is the proper way to build a course. I have built so many courses, I promise you. People really don't care about your course. You have no business making a course until you're at 10 months, honestly. It's just going to be a giant waste of time. I'll tell you that right now. But you can fuck around and find out, by all means. Do you, boo? I'm not here to tell you what to do. You'll learn sooner or later. And passive income is earned, not given. It's something that starts slowly, but it compounds. Remember, you need to be able to show up and talk about this thing for day in and day out for 2 years before you can really make a decision about whether or not you're going to be successful in something. It just takes time, and it takes a massive quantity, volume of people to know about you. Which brings me to the third type of income that every generator needs, which is neutral income. This is your audience. This is a form of income because you're building a pool of people who are interested in who you are, what you do, and what you have to offer. And it is only a matter of time, and it only requires the right leverage, right offer, the right time, the right price for them to raise their hand and pay you to help them get where they want to go. Because you have been showing up talking about the same thing day in and day out, and it doesn't take long for them to see you as the only person talking about this thing. And they have chosen to be in your world for a reason, and now they see you as a teacher, and when they have a problem that you can help them solve, you're the only one for them. We start with the neutral income to sell one-on-one coaching or done for you services. Your neutral income is your platform and or a free Skool community. And you've probably heard about high ticket, low ticket. And the model that I have seen work best, and what worked best for me, especially at the beginning, was a freemium model. It's not high ticket or low ticket, it's freemium. So you're creating content on social media, you send them to your free Skool community. This is where you are building a community, bringing people together around something that you are passionate about, and inside you can sell anything inside of a Skool community. And the reason I love a Skool community for you, no matter what your design is, it's just a really simple, elegant way to get started and keep all of your deliverables in one place while also being able to build active, passive, and neutral income all in the same place. And I tried a million different platforms. You can pick Go High Level, whichever one works for you. But in my opinion, simple is best. And Skool is simple. We talked about the purpose of marketing, AI integration. I want to say something about your niche or what your community should be about. When you're driving at night and your headlights are illuminating the street, the road in front of you, you can only see but so far. You can't see the entire way from start to your destination, but you don't need to. You only need to see what's right in front of you. All you have to do is pick something, start your Skool, start talking about this thing, and then research has shown it's usually, you never get it right in the first time. You never get it right, which is another reason we don't start by making our course first. We start with active income because people will tell you what they want to work with you on, and they'll come to you just because they see you as a teacher, and you build the course that is asked for. But you make your best decision, talking about something that you're passionate about, bringing people together, and then you just make it less bad over time. It always sucks at the beginning. You're never going to have the perfect answer from the beginning. And what people will do is get stuck in their head and try to come up with this perfect niche or perfect offer or perfect topic, and that just doesn't exist. You pick something, you get started, and then you refine over time in response to what your audience and people are telling you they're interested in, they need help with, they have questions about. We talked about the common challenges, AI integration. I have a series of prompts inside Spiritual Business School that's been really, really helpful for this. If you're not sure what your offer should be about, but I'm sure you're using AI already in your business. If you're not, I don't know what you're doing. But inside that 100K Business by Design blueprint, I have prompts that you can use for each section that's going to help you learn more about what that part of your design means and how to use it. But I created this series of prompts for your offer. And essentially what it does is it's a copy and paste, and it allows you to create this elegant one-page offer that clearly illustrates who your target audience is, what you help them with, their pain points, the challenges, how much it is, the deliverables, everything. And that's been a really great way I've seen to get people started. I would be using AI for my offer, to learn about my human design, to help you come up with content ideas, analyze your niche. And I included a lot of those in the 100K Business by Design blueprint linked below. I'd love to know, if you're here, I'm assuming you're a generator, but comment your profile and authority below. And then what questions do you have for me as it regards to this topic? Is human design something that you're just learning about? Did this resonate with you? Are you wondering how you can use it in your business? I'd love to hear from you. I'm all about the connection in the community, and I look forward to reading your comments. Mwah.